In the beginning there was nothing. No sun, no moon, no stars, just emptiness. But then, something wonderful happened. God, the creator of everything, was there. His spirit moved over the emptiness. He was ready to create. Imagine a world without any sound, any light, any feeling. That was the world before God began. It was shapeless and empty. But God had a plan. He was going to make something beautiful. The Bible tells us that the earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Genesis 1:2. Even though there was nothing, God was there. He was present, ready to fill the emptiness with His amazing creation. God spoke, and His words were powerful. His first words were, "Let there be light," and suddenly light burst forth. The darkness was gone. God saw the light and knew that it was good. He separated the light from the darkness. This was the first day of creation. Can you imagine a world without light? It would be very different from the world we know. But God, in His wisdom, created light first. He called the light day, and the darkness He called night. The evening came, and the morning came, marking the end of the first day. On the second day, God continued His work. He looked at the waters that covered the earth and decided to make a separation. He created a space between the waters, like a giant dome. He called this dome sky. Now there were waters above the sky and waters below it. The waters above were held back by the sky, and the waters below covered the earth. This is how God made the sky and separated the waters. On the third day, God focused on the waters below. He said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear," and it happened just as He commanded. The waters gathered, forming seas and oceans. Dry land emerged, creating continents and islands. But God wasn't finished yet. He looked at the bare land and said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind, on the earth." Suddenly the land was covered with all sorts of plants. Green grass carpeted the ground. Trees shot up, their branches laden with delicious fruits. Flowers of every color bloomed, filling the air with sweet scents. It was a beautiful sight to behold. Section 5. Lights in the heavens. On the fourth day, God turned His attention to the sky. He said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." And just like that, the sun, moon, and stars appeared. God placed them in the sky to give light to the earth. The sun would rule the day with its warmth and brightness. The moon would reflect the sun's light at night, casting a gentle glow. The stars twinkled like tiny diamonds scattered across the darkness. It was a breathtaking display of God's power and creativity. Section 6. Creatures of sky and sea. On the fifth day, God decided to fill the sky and the waters with living creatures. He said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." As soon as He spoke, the waters came alive. Fish of all shapes and sizes darted through the coral reefs. Whales breached the surface, their massive bodies gleaming in the sunlight. In the sky, birds soared through the air. They chirped and sang, their colorful feathers adding to the beauty of creation. God looked at all that He had made and saw that it was good. Section 7. Beasts and humanity. On the sixth day, God continued His work of creation. He said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. The land was filled with all kinds of animals, lions roaring in the grasslands, elephants lumbering through the forests, and tiny insects crawling in the undergrowth. God had created a wonderful diversity of creatures, each one unique and special. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in His own image. In the image of God He created him, male and female He created them. He blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth." Section 8. A perfect creation. And so in 6 days God created the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. He had spoken everything into existence, demonstrating his awesome power and creativity. He looked at all that he had made, and indeed it was very good. On the 7th day, God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work that he had done. God blessed the 7th day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. And that is the story of creation. It is a story of God's amazing power, his boundless creativity, and his deep love for his creation. He made everything good and beautiful.